Okay, but you have to know about this has more elements, next element. This is a method you must know. Okay, so similarly, you can have like a iterator also available. Later they have introduced iterator. You can see here what is the feature they are having has more elements. Using that we are checking the we are trying to check the elements available inside a container or not, right? Similarly, in iterator also, okay, the method is some lengthy method, right? So they just given like a shortcut like a has next. Okay, like that they just created. Using that, what you can do, you can check whether the object is available or not. So always we got to know about that. And here it will try to return as a element, it will try to return. Similarly, here also this will try to return as a boolean, whether the object is available or not. Okay, and one more method we can have like a next method. Okay, they didn't give like a next element, they just given shortcut like a next method. This method also it will try to return a element. Okay. Okay. So now you can see here, and one more method they just introduced in iterator, that is, remove method. Okay, the return type is void, and we have a remove method. So using this method, we can.
Then what is the difference between enumeration and iterator, ma'am?
Yeah, that's what I am going to say. The enumeration has more elements available, next element available, but we don't have option called remove the element is not available. Okay, but iterator provides along with those two options, it's provide the remove element or remove method also it's provided, so we can remove the element from the container. Okay, and one thing we got to know, this it will try to do like a forward direction. Okay, it will support only forward direction. It can able to travel inside a container only forward direction. Okay, similarly enumeration also forward direction only, but they have later introduced this list iterator. Okay, so here sometime we are traveling inside a object, so inside a container we can have like a object 1, object 2, object 3, okay, object 4. So using this iterator, you can travel from object 1 to object 4, you can travel it. Suppose you are in object 4. Now I want to go back. Okay, it's not possible in iterator. Okay, so that's why the list iterator came into the picture. So what they have said, what are the features available in a iterator, everything they are using in a list iterator itself. But along with that, it will try to support the backward direction also. Okay. So you got to note down those, the methods and everything. Okay. So here you can see here they are having boolean. It's a small letter. It has previous. Okay, this is a method they have introduced in list iterator. So what are the features already they have enabled in a iterator that will be available here also. Additionally, they have added few more methods. Okay. So if you want to previous element, if you want to take, you can use like a previous. This is a method they have created. Using that, the previous element, if you want to return, you can return it. Okay. So we'll see that. You can see here. That's why I just given an example for iterator. You can see core container already we have created. This is a container already we have used for each. To retrieve that, using the iterator also we can able to retrieve that object we can able to retrieve. So what I'm trying to do, so what we can try to do, I'm just trying to create a iterator object. I just created. How to create an iterator object means using the container object we can call a iterator method. It will try to return a iterator object. Using that object, what we can do, we can check whether the object is available or not using the has next. If it is says like a true, Then we can go inside a container. We can retrieve each and every object with the help of the next. Okay. So once you are trying to get the, so you can get, you can get the car object, first car object, you can get it. Using that car object, you can get a color. Similarly, each and every core object, you can get it and you can print here. Okay, this is the way we can able to implement iterator. So I'm trying to hide this. So you are getting like a red, black you are getting here, right? So similarly, you can use, you can get here list iterator also. So always remember, we have done like a forward direction, we have done. So what we can do, we can use like a list iterator or equal to so what I'm trying to do here also I'm trying to use so what I'm doing means okay, so I'm just to make it a new one because I'm just using this iterator. Okay. See, same iterator, I'm trying to use it as next. Okay, I'm trying to check. Okay, I'm trying to travel here. Okay, so once we try to travel, again, if you want to go for a backward direction, again, we go to use while list iterator as previous. You can give and you can get like a the previous method you need to call it. Okay, you will try to give reverse. Here we can give like a easier forward direction. So it's here backward direction. So we just try to run this. So you can see here, we can get a forward direction. We are getting red, black, backward direction, black, red, right? So this is they have implemented later. Okay. So this is the way the cursor type is working. So they definitely, you can get MCQ from enumeration, the vector they will ask. So similar kind of example, you just try. Okay, it maybe they can add a string or number, whatever they can add it. And in this list also they can add. Okay, they will ask how this, they can share some snippet based questions. They will try to give code snippet. They will try to give and they will tell what is the output here. Okay, like that you try to predict. So similarly for, set, already we have seen. Okay, set, what we can do, we try to create, set object we can create like this linked hash set or hash set, whatever you can create. So right now I'm just adding some, car objects. I'm just adding here the car object having some colors. Okay, I'm trying to print them just to see here. So here I have used hash set, okay, and linked hash set. Set, already I told you, this is like a red, black, and green. Okay, the black will be removed because it's a duplicate one. Okay, so set, it won't allow the duplicates. So it is removed. So we have here red, green. We have here one block, we can have it, right? So this is like a hash set is unordered. It's not coming in a same order. It's not coming. Some, it's any order it can come. Okay. But linked hash set, okay, it is coming like a insertion order, red, black, green. Okay, if you are going for a tree set, it will be come in a ascending order. So I'm trying to copy this. So when we are trying to add, very careful to copy paste. Okay, because I changed the container name. Car. I'm trying to give this slash. So we are getting an exception. Class cast exception. (46). C1 is a car object, right? C1.
What is CC1, ma'am?
It's a car object.
Yes.
So we have this object.
Ma'am, do we give put method for tree map or add only?
No, add only, add.
Okay.
So put method, we can go for map. You can see we are getting add, right?
Because it is tree set. Okay.
Ma'am, this the dot.
So the problem is,
Ma'am,
okay,
get color method is
no. So actually, when we try to call this, it's showing like a one error, right? You can see here. The class, car class, we could not because comparable. Okay, the comparable is not available. Okay, in the car class. So actually, I have said like this is a car class. Okay, I'm trying to do the where we have. Yeah, so we are trying to do this tree set implementation. When we try to do the tree set having like a quality like, you know, it has to return as a ascending order, right? So it has to change this ascending order. Okay, the class, you can have a comparable. Okay, the class can have a comparable. So what I'm trying to do, we have here, I'm trying to implement comparable. I'll talk about comparable and comparator also. Okay, so here you can see we have to override the method here, compare to method. So here we have a car object and we can compare it. Okay. So we can have a compare to method. So when we try to implement, you know, tree set, okay. When we try to implement a tree set, okay, so what happened? It is forcefully, it is telling we to, you know, compare the we have to implement comparable in the class. Then only the tree set able to compare. Okay. So what I'm trying to do. So compare two of so we need to compare the name of the color, right? So we're going to take this as a string. Dot color dot compare to we can have O dot color. So I'm just comparing the two colors here. Okay, this we should be override. So I'm trying to run. We'll check how this compare to method is working here. So we are getting first black, we are getting then green, and then we are getting a red. So it's coming in the ascending order, right? So what it's saying like a forcefully, when you are trying to implement, you know, yeah, I'll try to write here. Reset, if you want to implement, okay, if you want to compare the car, okay, for example, we have a class car. Within a class, we are having the property called some colors, some property we can have it. Whether based on the color or based on the ID, okay, brand, whatever. Okay, based on that, we need to compare. So we have a two things are there. One is a comparable and comparator. So why we are using this comparable and comparator means both used to do the sorting only. Okay. So if you have a comparable, if you have extended, okay, if you have extended, we can have here, for example, within this car, we can have here color. Okay. If you implement comparable in your class, okay, then you can do the sorting. Only one parameter you can able to do the sorting. Okay. Suppose if you have more parameter, you can have it. You can have n number of parameter. You can property. You can have it. Okay. I'm trying to give like here string brand name. Okay. Or we can say it is here private string year. Okay, like that we have one or more parameter, property you can have it. Okay, So you can have one or more property, you can have it within the class. Okay. If you want to compare only the one property based on the only one property. Okay. So comparable is used to compare single property. Using comparable, when we can use it, in your business case, I want to compare only the based on the color, I need to compare it. Okay. Then what we can do, we can override this method. Once we are trying to implement, we can override this method. You can able to implement the code. Okay. When you are implements your comparable interface here. But I don't want like this. I need to compare based on the brand. I can compare based on the year. I can compare like that. We can have it, right? So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create a one bike class. This is a bike class. So here I can have like some property, like this only property I'm just adding. So now in my business case, I'm thinking I want to do the sorting based on the color, or we will try to do it, right? If you are trying to buy some product, okay, we can do the sorting based on the price. We can sort based on the rating. We can do the sorting like that. We can do it, right? Different kind of sorting we can do. So in that case, okay, we can go for a comparator. Okay, we got to go for a comparator. So how to implement the comparator here? Okay. Okay, how to implement the comparator for the bike class, because in during the runtime I want to do different kind of comparator. So you try to create getters and setters, whatever you can do it. Okay, I'm trying to create like a source getter setters. You can do it. So what we are trying to do, try to create, based on the color comparator, like that you try to create it. So here I'm trying to give, I can add like a price, whatever, you can add it. So I'm trying to create one more setters getters. So now what we can do, I'm trying to compare with the price. Okay, for example. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create one more class. Price comparator, this is a class name. I'm trying to implement comparator. Okay, and here we have to mention bike. So when I'm trying to implement, okay, it shows forcefully it is telling me to implement this code. Okay, so we have to compare the two bikes, bike 1, bike 2 we are getting. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to bike 1, this here I can change your name. It shows like here object 1, object 2. So here we can give bike 1 dot
compare to
So I'm just comparing the bike 1, bike 2. Okay, I'm just comparing the bike 1 and bike 2. Okay, here I just given like this. And what I'm trying to do, this one we have to use it in our code. For example, if you have like a brand name, we can have it, right? Based on the brand name also we can compare. I'm trying to create one more thing. Brand name comparator. So the name itself, if you're giving a comparator, if you added end of the class name, we can came to know what is the purpose of comparing the property. The property we can understand, and what is the purpose of this class. Okay, so here I just given, here also I'm just comparing based on the bike we are comparing, right? We need to compare the brand. So here we go to use get brand name, get brand name. So it shows is a string. Okay, it is a string. So compare to by 2 dot get brand name. Okay, I'm just using here we go to give pick 1 dot get price, get price. Compare, I'm trying to give P1 dot get price, P2 dot. I'm just comparing. So here I'm comparing here. Okay, here I'm just using compare to because we are comparing the two strings, right? That's why I'm just doing like this. So now we have a price comparator and a brand comparator. We can have it. So now we can compare that. I'm trying to use one more class for bike demo. I'm having like a main method. So what we can do, we'll try to create some bikes object. So here I can create, constructor. I'll try to create it so that, easily we can create it 2 argument constructors we can create. Brand name, we have a price. Okay, only that we can do it, right? So only 2 argument constructor we can create. So I'm trying to create a object bike. I'm trying to use a set. Set, I'm trying to use bikes equal to new tree set of bike. Okay, I'm trying to import this set and tree set. So here what I'm trying to do, using this this is a container object we have created. I can create bike 1 equal to new bike of, I'm trying to use Honda, comma, I'm just using limited this number because we have used integer. If it is a double, we can add it. Bike, I'm trying to copy paste. We are adding 3 bike, we can add 2, 3. So here we can add
Jupiter.
so I'm using this here. I'm using Yamaha here, okay? So that, we'll try to do it. And here also I'm trying to give 4. Okay. Here it is coming here, 4, 2. It's in this some order, okay? Okay, like this I'm just giving here, okay? So now what we gonna do, I'm just having this container. Okay, I need to get all the bikes. I need to do some, sorting. I need to do it. Okay, so here I'm using like a for each. I'm just using for bike colon bikes. So first we'll try to check. Get brand. I will get bike.
They are not added to the tree set. No? Bikes are not added to the tree set.
Bikes, or yeah, we have to add the bikes here. We have created a container. Okay, from the container bikes. So I'm trying to add. Here it is 2. Okay, so first we'll check how it is working. And so again we are getting like a class cast. So it's forcefully it is telling us to implement the comparable.
Is it because it has got the sorted order? We need to use the
Comparable.
Yes. So I'm trying to this for comparator example. I'll try to show like a list, okay? But the tree set, it is not accepting this comparator. It is taking like a only comparable. Based on only single field, we can able to do it in a set here. Okay, so I'll try to show here bike demo. Okay, that's what it's showing like this. So what I'm trying to create a one more container using the list. But how to use in a list means we have to say what type of sorting we need to give. We can give it here. Okay. So I'm trying to show here array list of bike. So here we have to do collections dot sort. Okay, So here we have to say this bikes, we need to short, okay, based on the, what is the object? We have based on the price means we have to say new price comparator. We got to call that constructor. Okay, if you're calling, this will be shorted based on the comparator, it will, based on the price it will do. Okay, we are getting based on the price. So it's coming like a 40, 60, 300. So already we have given in that way. 1 minute. So you have to override the method call. You just try.
With comparator, we need to override
No,
the
no, no.
comparator method, no?
Yeah, we got to add now. We got to add. I'm just adding. Yeah. So we are getting, right? We are getting 30, 40, 60,000. We are getting here. Okay, it's in yeah, ascending order. So similarly, if you want to get it in that, yeah. Suppose if you want to get like a, I don't want in a comparator like this. Okay, I want to do it. This is done by short by price. Okay, we have done. Similarly, we can do by brand. So now what we can do, again, I'm trying to do the copy paste. So here we go to use a brand name comparator. Okay, so I'm trying to do the comparison based on the brand name. So you can see here, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha, we are getting, right? So this sorting based on the brand name, this sorting based on the price, right? Here I'll try to mention. Okay. I'm just trying to run. You can see. Okay. So list and all we need to do it sorting manually. We go to do it, but in a tree set or it is a if it is a linked hash set, okay, or hash set, those things, okay, no need to do it lot of this kind of implementation. But if it is tree set only, okay, it is doing like a ascending order, right? In that only the particular class object we have to do like a comparable. Okay, other than that, if you have like a linked hash set or if you have like a hash set, okay, no need to do like those kind of changes, no need to do it. But we have to do it like a hash code, hash code you have to override. Okay, this you have to override this. So if you are overriding, you can able to do it. The equals method. So this is the way you can implement comparable comparator. Always remember comparable means within a class, okay, because we are adding this comparable in a class itself, right? So we can have only one override method only, we will get it like a compare to method. So in this case, we can able to compare only one single property, we can able to compare it. So when you are trying to implement tree set, okay, you must implement, okay, implements in the particular class, okay. But if you are using like, you know, if you are using a list, okay, if you are going for comparable, same way we have to do it for list also. But if you are using comparable, it will try to compare only single property. Based on the user requirement, if you want to go for one or more property, if you want to use it, you can go for comparator. That means you need to create separately like this. You can override the particular, you know, property. We can override here. We can compare it here. If it is a string, you can compare like this. If it is a integer, you can compare like this. Or double means we can give here. It is a double like that. Okay.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, can you execute this price comparator?
Yeah, already I have executed, right? The price comparator here.
With
Sort by price.
comparable, what are the things we are supposed to do?
See, comparable, if I'm trying to do here car class is implemented already comparable, right?
Yes, yes.
So it's based on the color. Okay, so I'm trying to use here. Okay, so here I'm trying to create car object. So I'm trying to copy that, paste a few code from here. So this is here. I'm trying to add it. So now you can see, I have added a comparable in that. Okay, so I'm trying to retrieve those things with the help of the for each. So I'm trying to run this code. I need to save, and I'm trying to run. So we are getting red and black, right? Here we
Yes,
go to add a sorting. After adding the core object, you can do the sorting. So we are getting black and red, right? So it has to do the sorting, ascending order. Okay, in the comparable. So we have tried in a comparable in the list. Okay. Previously we have done in a tree set.
Ma'am, here by default it is doing
But
in ascending order. In case if you want in descending order.
descending order means we got to change a logic in a comparable. We can go to the car. Here we have override, right? This we have to change it, the condition.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You just try this example. Okay.
Ma'am, we cannot use comparator to the set tree set, ma'am.
Tree set we could not use it because in the array list you can see here I'm calling this method manually sorting, right? Collections dot sort of, I'm putting this container object, then only I can able to get like a sorting. It's happening here. But in tree set, when I'm trying to implement a tree set, okay, I'm not calling this kind of collections dot sort and all. Basically, tree set having a sorting. Just we try to extend implements comparable here. Automatically, the tree set is helping you to, do the sorting here. Okay, that is the difference. Okay. You can see here, I have added all the color objects, okay, in a tree set. Okay, I am not calling any collections dot sort method, right?
Tree set
So
is already in sorted order.
Because the tree set, it is providing a ascending order by default. So the sorting is already added in your tree set. Okay, no need to call explicitly here. But if you're implementing, same comparable in a list, you got to call that manually and you got to put that container inside your, the sort method. Okay, so that is the difference here. Okay, so we have a 5 minutes we can have. Ma'am, you have a doubt, right? We can clarify the doubt, and tomorrow we can start a map. Okay. Yeah, could you please share your screen so that J unit, what is the issue you are facing?
No, I tried to install Eclipse for JDK. First I installed 21. Then you asked me to uninstall and install the 17, JDK 17. Then Eclipse also I installed for Java web applications, right? That is what you suggested.
Web developer, yeah.
I did that. Then when I'm trying to give the same code what we did for JUnit, it was showing these or whatever JUnit import statements are there, they are all coming in red and it is showing it is not supporting. So I again uninstalled everything. Now I need to start afresh.
Oh, okay. No need to. Okay, you can install Java 17. Okay, and you can install Eclipse. Okay, after that, you try to do it again. The step 1. Okay, you try again. If you are getting any issue, we'll see tomorrow. Okay.
Do we need to download JUnit if we are working with Eclipse, or Eclipse will come with that package?
No need to download. When we are trying to create a test case, okay, it will ask you to add the particular library in your source. Okay, the class path. The class path, it will add automatically. So no need to download the jar file. No need to add it here manually. Okay,
no
automatically. No need to add it. Automatically, it will come there.
Okay, it should come.
You try
once
to.
Again.
Yeah, you try once again. If not, I'll help you. Okay.
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 Yeah, thank you.
Professor, I just want to tell you, please try to practice, logical building question. Daily you try to make practice at least, 5 questions, 3 to 5 questions, try to practice. Okay. So it will be helpful in end of the training because you have your assessment. So logical building questions also a part of your assessment. Okay. So try to practice more.
I tried one question on the go, but the test case, in spite of giving everything, the test case is showing as failed.
Okay.
I'll just give the question. It is day 4. Day 4. That is odd only. Very simple question, but still it is showing me.
Okay.
If the number is 0, it should not accept it as odd number. The question says you should not show, if the number is 0, you should not show it as odd. But if I give, if number is not equal to 0 and the number is divided by 2 and you are getting a remainder 1, I should return 2. But if the otherwise, I'm just saying return 1.
Yes.
So in spite of that, the test case, one of the test cases is failing. I don't know which test case it is.
Okay.
Ma'am, did you check for 0?
I checked, no, when it is not equal to 0 only, and if the number is divided by 2 and the remainder is 1, it is returning 2. Otherwise, straight away I can return 1, no? If the number is 0 and the remainder is either the number is 0 or the number divided by 2 is not equal to 1. Straight away in the else case, I can say that. One second, ma'am. I'll just open the code. I should give -1, right? When I want to do second time.
Yes.
-01, right?
You can give anything like your ID -1 at
Okay. Yeah, I just wrote this way. Yeah, I'll just show this. Can I present the screen?
Yeah, you can share. Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. Yeah, this is the code I have written straight away. You're able to see this, right?
Yes.
So the question here, it says the number passed to the function can be either negative, positive, or 0. 0 should not be treated as odd. Right? See, what am I returning here? If the write a function to find whether the given input number is odd. If the given number is odd, the function should return 2, else it should return 1. 0 should not be treated as odd. See, I'm checking the number is not equal to 0 and the number divided by 2 is equal to 1, then only I'm returning 2. In every other option, I'm returning it as 1. So 0 equal to 0 also comes into else case, right?
So if the input is 0, it won't go and check next condition, right?
Straight away it comes to else case. No, I'm checking it with not equal to 0.
Ma'am, is there any chance of error in the test case? Even for me, one test case got failed for this program.
Test case 3, right?
So what is the error?
I'm not sure about the test case number. It's hidden test case, I think. While submitting the code only, I'm getting that one of the test cases.
Negative numbers, it's not accept, ma'am, your code. That's the problem. So
no, madam, if it is not equal to 0, it is either greater than 0 or negative 0, no?
No, ma'am. If the input is negative,
it
then
is not
also
equal to 0. It is not equal to 0 and input is divided by 2 is equal to 1. We are doing
but the negative minus, if your input is -4 means it returns 1 or return 1, ma'am.
Okay.
Because 4 is a even number. So -4 also you have to consider here.
Okay. Okay.
So before input 1, you need to give math.apps of input 1.
Okay. And do I have the option to change the language to Java 7 or 8?
Yes. 8.
Okay. Okay. Okay, madam.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Try to practice. Okay, professor, will connect tomorrow morning at 9:30.
Ma'am, actually, I have a doubt, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
In yesterday's class, you taught about the J unit, no?
Okay.
Ma'am, I'm audible, ma'am?
Yeah, what is the doubt in that J unit?
Actually, one topic called J
Madam
suit,
is
I
not
think,
ordering
we
better
have in our self-practice session.
J sir?
In that,
Akkada
at
ellanడి అంతా.
parameters annotation is there, no, ma'am?
Ah.
I'm getting some error, exception saying parameter resolution exception. I don't know how to solve that.
Could you please share your
using
screen
that-
so that I can give
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Yeah, sure. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Actually, I'm trying to copy the code given in that PDF document.
Okay, so you are doing like a parameterized test case,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Add parameters. Actually, one more file they have given. I don't know whether to add that or that's a separate one.
So parameter test case you try to create is a separate one.
Okay, actually, this is the string manip.
Okay.
This is the main class, and I'm testing for uppercase.
Okay. Okay.
See, let's string manip test. Actually, the document given is like this.
Okay.
Are you able to view the document now? I'm trying to copy this and try to execute.
Okay.
Ma'am, will you explain this tomorrow?
Yeah.
The
Parameter test case I'll
annotation
just
tomorrow.
tell you. Yeah, parameter
Yeah,
test
okay.
case I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay.
Sorry,
ma'am.
ma'am, sorry to ask, can you explain me this J unit one? I'm not clear on this actually.
Yeah, I'll show you
Seriously.
one more demo. I'll show you this parameter test case. Okay.
Not
Yeah,
only
okay.
parameter, regular J unit also. How
to
do I?
create? Okay. Okay. Sure.
Ma'am, and one more thing.
Hmm.
Even I got another ma'am telling no, she got error with that.
Hmm.
Even I got error. I just want to know whether this error she is getting.
Hmm.
For every annotation, it's showing in gray color, no, but for me it's showing in black color and getting error. Is the same error some other Sridevi ma'am is getting?
No. No, they got a runtime error, right? So in code there is no error here.
Okay, now I'm not getting error.
Hmm.
If I'm trying to see, this is my calculator main class. For this, I need to create a test class. If I right click here and create a JUnit test case, I'm getting that error. But if I try to create a test class in another source folder, in another folder in the same package, if I try to create a class here, I'm not getting that error. I don't know why. But this may be helpful for her, I think.
I
She's
need to
getting the
check.
same error.
You try to do it in front of me so that you know I can help you again. Okay.
Okay.
So tomorrow we can have a time to discuss about this J unit.
Okay.
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 We'll allocate. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Professor. Bye.
Ma'am, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Ma'am, actually, I have doubt in the self-learning phase.
Okay.
Ma'am, in the PPA lab, I have completed all the self-learning exercises, ma'am.
Okay.
But in the tech module, no, and the exercises in the dashboard, it shows that 0 out of 34. I mean, the score is not updated, ma'am.
Then you
Still
try to
it's showing you as 0. Yeah.
Okay, then you try to take a screenshot, just mail to talentnext@wipro.com. Okay, you
ma'am.
have uploaded, right, already?
Yeah, ma'am. I completed
Yeah.
all the exercises.
You
in
try
the
to say, I
self-learning
have
phase.
uploaded it. Yeah.
Ma'am, I have also the same issue.
Okay.
Ma'am, I
My
think
colleague.
everyone is having the same
Yes,
issue.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah,
Even we
that's why
have
I'm
same.
telling. Once you have done that, take a screenshot, just write a mail to talentnext@wipro.com. Okay, just update your issue so that they will resolve in backend. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Mm.
In the dashboard also it shows that all
Zero,
the
zero,
exercises as 0 out of 3, 0 out of 4, like that
Okay.
it shows, ma'am.
The
Okay.
PPL app.
Mm.
In the PPL app dashboard is there, no, ma'am? In that it show me that everything is added, but it show as in the red color 0 bar 0, 0 bar 3, like
Okay.
that.
Okay. Yeah. You try to share with screenshot, they will help you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
ma'am.